Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the finale, Division 2, round number 19 at Mexico. And we also have the mystery. We've had a fantastic night of racing. We've also got the Division 4 race, which is just finished. Congratulations to Cooper Bott, the world champion of Division 4. What a night that was for him and what a race it is. But now it is over Division 2, and it is all about these two gentlemen, Yuki Bear on 264 points and Bevs on 290. And that is what we are fighting with at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But no, it's going to be a very, very interesting night. I'm looking forward to it. Plenty of racing. Obviously, two nights of one night, 2 nights of racing. We've got the Division 2 race up now, and then straight after this we have the mystery after that as well. I'm just sorting everything up on my end, so just bear with me a minute. But yeah, it's going to be great. We're obviously not the attendance that we probably wanted. Division 2 a little bit difficult to get guys in here tonight for racing due to obviously 25 being dropped, but still 15 on the grid, still an opportunity for most of these guys to still score points. So good to see as well. But we'll have to wait and see. 2 races of 35%. First one being Mexico, and then the second one being the mystery. And we'll have to wait and see who's going to take pole position and what's it going to take to whoever's going to win tonight's race. We'll have to wait and see how we go. Right. I am on my own tonight, unfortunately, so I will do my best as always. But we will have a look and see what we have got. Right, let me just jump on board of everything because I'm just trying to get the connecting stats. There we go. So we'll jump on board in a second. Kev leaving the session already. That's great news. There we go. Get him back in, hopefully. And we will be jumping on board with the results in a second, very, very shortly. And I need to try and get Trio Kev back in, which I can't because it's already clicked off. So there we go. So we're going to find out who takes pole position of the Mexico Grand Prix coming up. Let's have a look. So there you go. JF7 taking P1, Bevs taking P2, Roller taking P3, Aiden's Raiden taking P4, Dante taking P5, Yuki Bear P6 with Matif P7, Plugger P8, Wonton P9, Coda P10, Dido P11, Lyrian P12, Trio Kiv P13, Salt for Chips P14, and Lamb obviously disqualifying there. So that is your lineup at the moment. So yeah, 113.737 is the time to beat, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll have to wait and see how that is going to go. But yeah, going to be very exciting. Looking forward to this. And yeah, we're about to get underway. I'm just getting everything ready on my end, and we are going to go. Here we go. Right, so we are going to get underway. I can't see if I can get Trio Kev in very, very quickly. If someone can send him an invite that's his teammate or such and such, that would be great. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get him in. Let's have a look. T. No, you're not there, mate. You're not there. You're not on that page. No. There we go. Where is he? Where are you? You're not even there, mate. You're going to need to get an invite from someone else because I can't find you. It's G. Oh, wow, this isn't so difficult inviting people. There we go. Where are you? Come on. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 5 red lights, and we are away at the Mexico Grand Prix. And here we go. Let's look at the tyres. Everyone on mediums. JF7 getting a very good start there, going side by side with the 2 McLarens. We've got someone on the right-hand side. It looks like Aiden's Raiden. Yuki Bear following him closely. JF7 going into lead. No, he doesn't. Aiden's Raiden gets the job done. Is he going to lead it? Yes, he's just trying to hold the line there. Or a little bit of forcing off there as JF7 goes side by side. They're still going side by side. Yuki up in a P3. Where does he come from? from. He's meaning business tonight. We've got Bevs in P4, Yuki in P3, Aiden as Raiden in P1, JF7 in P2, and now Yuki into P2. He's got the job done on JF7. He's flying through these guys at the moment. JF7 into P3, Bevs, then in P4, then Roller, then Dante, then Plugger, then someone looks like they're going off wide there. Then we've got Coda in that P8 position, one time with Glam, Illyrian, Dido, Salt for Chips, and Trio Kev, everyone all in. But Aiden is Raiden leading the way at the moment. What a start there for the Alpine driver, and he's going to go side by side with Yuki Bear, and he does keep the position. They're still battling going on here. Oh, a little bit of damage. Oh, one's made a mistake there. Bevs looks like Roller's lost his front plate. Oh, he's been hit. Looks like he's got the cone underneath the car. It's all going wrong for Roller in that P5 at the moment. Aiden's Raiden trying to get away from the slipstream of Yuki Bear. Yuki Bear is hounding him and trying to get the move done. As Aiden's Raiden is moving over to the left-hand side, Yuki Bear, does he get the move done going into turn number 1? Coming on the right-hand side, does he get the job done? Yes, he does. And Yuki into P1. Bears now into P4. This is drama to the max. What drama we have here at the moment at Mexico Grand Prix on up 2 out of 25, and we're going to jump on board of JF7 just to see what is going on at the front. But what a start this has seen in this Grand Prix at round number 19 at Mexico. I'm hearing that Bez may have damage on that car, and that could be drama for his race in this race. We'll have to wait and see here. We've got messages coming in left, right and centre. Good to see everyone jumping into the Twitch chat. Lost wing end plate. Ooh, drama there in Division 2 for Mr. Bevs. We'll have to wait and see what happens next, but what a start there for Yuki Bear in that P1 position. Trio Kev has joined back in, and it's very spicy, Tudor, definitely indeed. And yeah, absolute drama here tonight in Mexico Grand Prix. We'll have to wait and see what happens next. We've got so much drama going on, and I'm trying to get rid of all these messages. As I've got all these messages coming through, so there we go. Get rid of all of them, and jumping on board of JF7. Now it is just using the DRS chain as Yuki drops down into P2 now, and we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Good to see all the ridiculous sends on lap 1. Yes. Everyone was really going for the move there, Thunderballs, but we'll have to wait and see. We're jumping back off, lap 3 out of 25 at the moment. And let's look at some position changes. Well, Yuki Bear up in 4 spots. JF7 down 2. Aiden is waiting up 3. Are you going to do an F25 league? Yeah, of course we are, mate. Of course we are. We've got that. That's next. We're just finishing. We're just finishing the end of season 8. I'll just reply to you in here. We are just finishing our season. Feel free to jump on board with the Discord. I will flick it through into the chat. There we go. We've got everyone. Hang on, just double check. Let's flick it in to you, Daniel. So you've got it. There we go. 3. Hang on, I'm just waiting for that to come through. There we go. Yeah, of course you can, mate. There you go. There is the Discord, mate. There you go. No drama. Join up, and I'll sort you out rolls at the end of this race. Yuki Bear in P2. Aiden's Raiden in P1. We've got the 2 McLarens in P4 and P5 at the moment. We've got Dante in at P6 position, following very, very closely to the McLarens. Let's look at the McLarens, see if there is any damage to their car at the moment. MJ Roland just looking on board that. Front right and front left, can't see it. Lamb has left the session. I don't have Lamb as a friend, unfortunately. Can't find him on EA. But no drama there for Roller. What about Bevs? Does he have damage to that car? Yes, front left. We saw Cooper Bot have damage to his, so it's still drivable here. So we'll have to wait and see what is going to happen. And Lamb has left the session, just gone from bad to worse all season with these connection issues for Lamb. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. We've got Aiden's Raiden still in P1, Yuki Bear in P2, JF7 in P3, and Bevs in P4. We're going to jump on board with Yuki Bear for an onboard, and just to see how he goes. On lap 5 out of 25, we've got 20 laps of racing remaining. Looking to go for the move. Yeah, they've been on form in the last few weeks, actually. Tudor, so really good to see. But there we go. Going into lap 5, gets the job done, passes the move there. Dante getting a 3-second time penalty. A little bit of a move going on here between Lamb and Dino. Oh, Dino goes around the outside. Lamb dropping another spot, going a little bit further back up to the front. Aiden's getting very, very close to Yuki Bear. This is not going to be an easy race. It does look like it. Looks like Yuki Bear and Aiden's Raider and JF7 are all going to be in the battle, and the McLarens are just going to wait for the mistakes to happen, which they can do. As Illyrian gets a 3-second time penalty as there, gets all wrong coming out of Sector 2, dropping out back up to the front. We've got JF7, who's been on very good form in the Astons at the moment. We'll have to wait and see how that's going to go. But 4.5 tenths, no one really putting away. Roller staying with his teammate of Bevs. Dante with that 3-second time penalty in that P6 position. Good to see him on the track. We've also got the Division 3 champion of Plugger in that P7 spot at the moment, just minding his own business, using the DRS. Behind him is Coda. Then we've got Whiff. Then we've got Dante that's made the move on Roller. I think Roller may have made a mistake there, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But Roller drops down into P6, Dante into P5. He knows that he's got that penalty. We're going to go further back up as Aiden's Raiden is going to jump back out in front of Yuki Bear for that P1 spot. We're on lap 6 out of 25 at the moment. We're going to go further back down as Dido is there. Lamb is falling down the hurdle. I'll see if I can get you in, mate. I'm going to try. XD. I reckon you might be right at the bottom. Let's have a look. This is a gamble. I don't know if I've got you as a friend. There we go. There you go. XD Lamb. Boom. Sent you an invite, mate. Wanted a few at the back. But yeah, drama here at the Mexico Grand Prix. 35% here, round number 19. We are going to go on to the next race after this, which we will be doing a share screen, so you'll be able to get to see it all live and working ready to go. But at the moment we're at Mexico, round number 19, 6 laps out of 25. Aiden's Raiden is leading the way, Yuki Bear in P2 and JF7 in P3. A lot of ERS between these three here, as Aiden's Raiden is got the least. Yuki Bear in that P2 spot with 84%, JF7 with 81, and Bevs and Roller a little bit low on the ERS there. Might make a bit of a change. Let's wait and see what happens here, as we do see Bevs going into P4, Roller still staying in P5, Dante staying in that P6 spot, Dido in that P10 holding on for that P10 spot at the moment. Again, Salt for chips back further up to the top as Yuki Bear looks to make a move on Aiden's Raiden for the position. Doesn't keep it at the moment. P2 for Yuki Bear, P4 for Dale Bevs at the moment as it stands. We'll keep an eye out on how this is going to finish. We're going to jump on board with an onboard of Dale Bevs here just to see how he goes following JF7 with that damaged front wing. Okay, we've seen that Bevs has got a bit closer there as some of the guys decide to make a pit, especially JF7. Kona making a pit stop, Dino making a pit stop, and Salt. So they're going early, and we're going to see those guys onto the hard compound tyres there. Dante getting through, Roller getting onto the curb, getting all wrong there as Whiff has a bit of a slip and loses the back end, loses a little bit of time to the the front of Plugger there, and he has now lost the DRS to Plugger. And Plugger is at the DRS of Roller. So Roller and Bevs and Dante in a very prime time position at the moment. We've got Aiden's Raiden in that P2 spot, Bevs in P3, Yuki in P1. Who's going to make the jump first? That's going to be the question. Who is going to pit first? We've just seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys make the pit stop for the hards. And are we going to see any changes now? There we go. Yuki Bear coming into the pits. serving his mandatory pit stop. Going to go onto those hards. Roller continues. Dale Bevs comes in. Is he going to change that front wing or is he going to leave it? Is it going to lose him too much time? Let's have a look. No front wing change. Straight with fresh tyres. He's going to come right behind the person that he is battling in the championship, or the person that is battling him in the championship at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see how that's going to go. And he's going to come out to P number 10. And Yuki Bear is going to get one spot on him. And he's got Lamb in front to try and get in front of. So we'll have to wait and see how that is going to go at the moment. Remember, guys, use your channel points. Last time to use your channel points this season for Division number 2. And let's look at some penalties here. So 3 for Dante, 3 for Illyrian. And there we go. Lam has joined just in the right time as Bevs gets past him with that damaged front left. And in front, 8.5 tenths behind Yuki, in a good spot at the moment. Now the question is going to be, what do the front 6 do? They're all on 8 laps. Dino getting a penalty there, who is in P14, just getting a penalty going into the S's there. Trio Kev has lost it! Oh, there's a big accident! Trio Kev has gone straight into the side of JF7, and there's a big bit of drama going on there, and that's brought out of VSC, and Roller, has he got a 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane? Drama here at the Mexico Grand Prix. No safety car, but that has given these guys a bit of an easy pit stop. It's a free pit stop. This is absolute drama here. And what we're going to see here, because Plugger is going to come out behind his teammate, or just behind, yes he is. No, he's just going to come out in front. And Dale, does he get Plugger? Does he get Plugger at the pits? That's the question. We'll have to wait to see. It doesn't look like he has. They're going to go side by side. And no, he hasn't. So Plugger is out in front of Dale Benz on fresh, hard, compound tyres. Drama here. Massive accident that was. And I do not know what happened there, but we'll have to wait and see how that is going to be looked at. But definitely lap number 9 noted. Yes, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That lap number 9 noted. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see how that is going to go with the onboard stewards at the moment. Back to the race, and Raiden out in front. Salt for Chips getting a penalty as well. We're going to jump back onto pins, and we have 15 laps remaining in this race, ladies and gentlemen. And at the moment, we've got 13 for Dante, 10 for Roller, 3 for Lyrian, 3 for Soft Chips and 3 for Dido. Raiden out in front on those hard compound tyres, 2.5 seconds out front on Dante. So at the moment, as it stands, he will win this race. Yuki Bear in that P4 spot, but he is right behind Roller and he's right behind Dante. And the question is here, what's going to happen here? Yuki moves over to the right, Roller moves over to the left. They're going to go side by side, and Yuki should get the move done here on Roller. Wouldn't fight him. Oh, they're going to fight it. Roller goes around the outside. He keeps trying to hold on to him. They're going to battle still. Roller's really trying to battle Yuki Bear. He's going to go back and use the DRS, or use the DRS on him. No, he's going to stay behind him for the time being and then use his DRS on the next one. Stays right behind there, and Yuki into P2, but Roller stays with him. 2 laps to 1 laps of Roller. So he is going to have fresher tyres at the moment. Nice little bit of battling there going on between the Mercedes and the McLaren. That's brought Bevs into it now as well, who is right behind Dante. He can't seem to go away, but Roller into P3, Yuki into P2. Roller's going to try and stay with Yuki as much as he can, and he's going to stay with him, and he's going to hold him up. He's going to always really get right behind him and put the pressure on. We'll have to wait and see here. No front for Dante, apparently. Front right plate gone. So a bit of drama there for Dante, as Bevs now is getting into the mix of it. Roller is going to get the move done on Yuki Bear with the DRS zone. But look at this. This has put a 4.7 gap to Raiden. So Raiden is in prime time position to win this race, as Yuki Bear tries to pull away, and here comes Roller. Is he going to make the move on the right-hand side? No, he goes to the left-hand side, gets the job done. And look behind, Bevs is making the move on Dante there and into P4. And now look, Bevs is right behind Yuki Bear. This is drama to the max. One has damage and they're going to box him in. And what does Dale Bevs do? Does he go to the left? No, he's going to stay behind. Little bit of teamwork here from the two McLarens boxing in the Mercedes driver. So he's got nowhere to go, and Bevs tries to make the move. Question is, though, Bevs does have damage to that car, so he has to be very, very careful. But he does have Plugger, who does have no damage. Dante does. So can Plugger get in the mix of this and cause a little bit of a problem and help his teammate out here? This is the question. As Plugger gets a penalty, Dante gets a penalty. Oh, drama in this race as Roller holds the position again. Bevs is right behind and he's ready to pounce. Oh, look at this. Oh, Dante getting so close to Bevs. Plugger goes round the outside of Dante. Dante's trying to hold on as well. It's all going on in the back at the moment. Here we go. We're going Code around the outside and Dante keeps the position. And we're going to go back up to the front because Roller's in P2, but he's got Yuki Bear trying to pull him on the right hand side. He keeps the position. Bevs is trying to get the move done. He goes past his teammate. Does he go for the move? No, he doesn't go for the move. Gets in front of his teammate though, and Roller into P4, Bevs into P3, and Yuki into P2. 6.8 seconds behind at the moment to Aiden is Raiden. They are letting Aiden is Raiden win this race as Plugger having a nice little battle there with Bevs, and he gets in front of Dale, but no, he doesn't get in front of Roller, sorry. As Roller is losing out to everyone. He's losing out to Coda. He's losing out to Plugger, and Plugger is now into P4. So can he help his teammate and help get in front of Bevs and help Yuki take that, try and hold that P2 spot? It is all going on. Problem is, though, Plugger does have that 3-second time penalty, as we're going to jump on board with Plugger for an onboard. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are on board with Plugger at the moment, who is behind, and also Yuki has lost out to Bevs. Bevs up into P2, Yuki into P3. Bevs is now going to try and push on. He's got the two Mercedes drivers behind him of Yuki and Plugger. Plugger with that 3-second time penalty. We'll just jump on board that now. Roller with the 10, so he's really in a bit of difficulty at the moment with that speeding in the pit lane. But are we going to see any more action here in the S's as Roller is getting very close to Plugger? It's 10 versus 3. I don't know if he's going to be able to get that removed, but it's not going to let him hinder his race at all. We've got the battle going on here between Yuki and Bevs. Dido getting a 3-second time penalty as well. That pushes him into 6 seconds. Dante was 16, and Dido was 6. Illyrian with 3. Salt with 3. Watanabe with 3. Trio Kev adding to the party now with 3. And then we've also got Watanabe, Coda, Roller with 10, and Plugger with 3 as well, as Yuki looks to go for the move on Dale Bevs. They've been battling all season, and he makes the move. Easy done there as Plugger gets into it as well, and he is into P4, Roller into P5, and he is in the sandwich of a McLaren sandwich, Plugger. And these teams have been battling all season. At the moment, it is Mercedes leaving the overalls, and with Kick making a massive dash to the closing stages of the season, they are now taking P2 from McLaren. But the way things are going at the moment, things could change very, very quickly, as McLaren are doing pretty well in this race so far compared to Kick Sauber. But Kick Sauber did have a very good race in the second race in China, so we'll have to wait and see how we go, and also in Mexico as well. So we've got 10 laps of racing remaining, and with Daniel in P7 having a nice little battle with Watanabe getting the move done. He's going to hold his line. Whiff's going to go the long way, and the two Kicks working together. Dante all the way down there in P9 with that front right missing still, but he is still holding on. Bevs is holding on as well with the damage he's got to the front left. So a bit of a difference there, front right to Dante's, front left to Bevs. He's holding on. He doesn't go for the move for Yuki Bear. Saves up a little bit more of that ERS. Yuki Bear on 81%. Aiden is Raiden is checked out. He is 7.3 seconds out in front, and what a night it's been for him. And it's all been down to the guys behind him just keep battling and yeah, putting themselves in a position there. So good job so far by these guys at the front. We've also got Yuki in that P2 spot, Bev's in P3. We're going to jump on board with position changes. 4 spots for Yuki, 4 spots for Plugger, and 4 spots for Coda. Coda has a pen, Plugger has a pen. Yuki looking likely for driver of the day, unless anything changes in a matter of seconds. We'll have to wait and see here. We'll have a look and see how things will change near the end of the race, or near the end of this last couple of laps, like lap 22. We'll start looking at driver of the day. Aiden's Raven leading out the front, 7.1 seconds. Yuki, 7.1 seconds behind him. Bev's putting the pressure on. Will get the DRS. Is he going to go for the move? That's the question. A long straight going into turn 1 here. And is he going to go for the move? He's probably going to save a little bit of that ERS there. Better battle behind, though, as Roller has got the job done on his teammate Plugger. On his driver, on his nemesis behind, in the Mercedes of Plugger, and keeps out in front of him and stays into P4. Dante with another pin. That pushes him up to 19 seconds of pens. Not the best of nights for the kick Sauber driver there. Oh, as Plugger nearly goes into the back of Roller, having to be very careful coming into this sector 2 here. It's the very close sector, which is very slow, and you've really got to take your time. Now coming through the S's, we've seen Mexico take a lot of drivers out in these S's and getting penalties at the same time. We're seeing Coda actually put a little bit of pressure on the Mercedes driver of Plugger, and has every right to, because he's got no pens. With also in that P7 spot, no pens as well, so he'll be looking at a P4 spot if this finishes, and which will be even better for Kick Sauber's points in the overalls. Going back out to the front, Bevs 6.5 tenths. Yellows. Salt in Illyrian having a little bit of an incident there. So we'll have to wait and see if Salt goes right across the track and gets himself a 3 second. Goes into 6 seconds of pens. Is he going to come into the pits and retire? Hopefully not, because everyone gets points. So no need to retire, because every single person does get points. Let's have a look. Aiden's Raiden, 7.2. Hasn't really changed to 8 seconds yet. 7.2. Bevs still in that P3 spot. Yuki in that P2 spot. 18 laps out of 25. We are getting to the closing stages of this race, finishing up. Bevs in P3 and Yuki in P2 at the moment. And interesting to say the least. We'll have to wait and see what is going to happen in this race. We're going to jump on board with Matifan on board and see how he goes, because he is chasing this battle, and yeah, he is in a very good position because he's got no pens, so he can make a lot of spots here. But look at the traffic that he's got in front of him. It's a big DRS train here, so we're going to jump on board with and see what he can do on lap number 19 out of 25. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 5 laps to go. Nothing is changing at the front for the time being. We've still got Bevs in P3 We've got Roller in P4, and we've also got Yuki in P2. We've got drama going on here as Roller and Plugger are going to go side by side, and Plugger tries to keep to the left, Roller keeps to the right. Good bit of racing between the McLaren and the Merc, and they're still going to go at it. One's got a pin, the other one's got a pin, but we've got Coda that's getting into the mix of this as well. He doesn't know where to go. Whiff is going to get into it as well, and Roller does keep that position for the time being. He is going to drop down the order though, around about that P8 spot for the time being. Still big points for him, but Bevs has got to try and hold on to Yuki. Roller dropping down into 6.5 temps, staying within the DRS at the moment. Plugger now coming extremely under pressure from Coda, as Coda looks ready to pounce and make a move with the DRS coming up very, very shortly. Lap 21 coming up very, very shortly, which is going to leave us with 4 laps of racing remaining. Anything can happen. Tyres, no problemo. There you go, 11 laps and 10 laps on the mediums. Always Salt for Chips getting a penalty. Plugger looked like he went a little bit wide there and may have scraped the wall. Watanabe getting the job done on Dante as well. In he is in a kick sandwich. Back up to the front. Bevs in P3. Roller putting the pressure on right behind his teammate at the moment. Bevs, 3.5 temps. They're going to have to start saving some of the ERS. It's 59 to 35. Aines Raiden still 7.2 seconds out in front at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. I guess a back-to-back win is a thing after all. How do you mean? Explain what you mean back-to-back. Explain what you mean back-to-back. Like, back-to-back for who? No one's had any back-to-backs. When he went in Saudi. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Oh, Aiden. Okay. Oh, you mean back-to-back wins. Yeah. That's fine. I get it. Yeah, I know what you mean now. All right, lap 22 at 25 coming up very, very shortly. We're going to go over to driver of the day. Who do you think deserves driver of the day? Let's have a look. 4 spots for Yuki. Let's have a look. I'm just reading the chats. MJ Roller. He's got 10 seconds, Sparko. William getting 3 seconds there. Bevs, 3.5 temps. Roller trying to hold on. He's doing a great job. He is really holding on and not letting that Mercedes get past. As Plugger tries to go around the outside, he's got a better line here. Roller clears the position off, and he's stopped it again, but Coda's going to get involved. He's going to go on the right-hand side now, and is Coda going to get the job done on the Mercedes driver? We'll have to wait and see. Oh, looks like it's going to be Coda. Oh, is Coda going to get the better grip? Yes, he does. Coda gets the move done. He's had a bit of a slip, and then Plugger gets back out in front in that P5 position. And Coda into P6, Plugger back into P5, Roller in P4. Yes, he has done a masterclass, but that 10-second pen, that's the interesting thing about it, unfortunately. And if you look at the position changes, yeah, defensive masterclass. I don't think many people will agree, but well, we'll see. We'll give it one more lap and then Discord. Discord is here, mate. Discord is there. There you go. There's the Discord. Despite the time lost. Yeah, that's true. Dante, another 3 seconds time penalty. We've got 2 seconds to go. Yuki or Aiden. Aiden's had a bit easy though, hasn't he, really? He's not really done anything. He's just got out the front. These guys have battled, and they're really going at it now. They've got 2 laps to go. Jamie Rose, mate, morning. Good morning to you, my friend. Hopefully we can get you. I know you're a commentator. It would be good to see if you make an appearance in season 9. Okay, right. I'm going to put a quick poll out. New poll, DOTD. AIDS or Yuki. There we go. And we're going to go 3 minutes. There we go. There we go. Oh, retired commentator. Yeah, you can't retire. Can't retire. Never too early to retire, mate. Right, here we go. Yuki in that P2 spot. We are coming to the closing stages of this race. 2 laps of racing to go. He's got 2 McLarens right behind him. Roller has seriously put some pace in on this. Doesn't care about that 10 seconds. Could even get in the way of Yuki and cause a bit of a storm here. Dale Bev's on high ERS, but not as high as Yuki. But Roller does have high ERS. Bev's is going to go for the move now. Here we go. McLaren's gone for it. Lap 24 out of 25. He needs the job done. Roller's trying to go around the outside. Does he get the job done? Roller's got the position. He's going to go side by side with Yuki. They're going to go side by side. He's gone off. They've both gone off track. Yuki's gone off track as well. And Roller's going to still come back at him on the left-hand side. Coda's gone through. Plugger's gone through. Roller's still battling. Yuki Bear trying to hold on to him. Bevs is up into P2. Roller's doing everything he can to try and move off. They're going to go side by side. Roller is holding on. He's trying to stay with him. Yuki's forced Yuki off. This is absolute drama. He's done enough as he can to probably give Bivs the championship, but that will be looked at by the stewards. A lot of side-by-side racing and also pushing off track. That will be looked at by the onboard stewards there. Lap 24 definitely to look at there, and we'll wait and see what the onboard stewards say. That was definitely noted. Good bit of side-by-side, but a little bit too much in that Sector 2. Did no one ever make the decision to jump out there? Aiden's Raiden in P1, Bev's in P2 at the moment, Plugger in P3, Coda in P4. With Matif is looking at a podium at the moment. This stays the same. That 25 out of 25 at the moment. Aiden is Raiden in P1, Bev's in P2. I think he may have the championship done and dusted in this race, but we'll have to wait and see what happens due to pens and other things as well. We've got another person, thank you very much, joining the league. Appreciate it. Welcome to the league. Awesome. Feel free to jump in the chats. MJ Roller the Cope. Sparko, I'm obviously a big fan of MJ. Coda up into P3, getting the job done on Plugger. Plugger losing that spot out, but with Matif looks like he's going to get the position back. Aiden's Raiden is coming in to the last couple of corners and is going to win the Mexico Grand Prix. Coda getting a 3-second time penalty on the last lap. That's going to push him out of contention for P3, and I don't think he's going to get it because with Matif's going to get it. Aiden's Raiden comes round, takes the win of the Mexico Grand Prix. Bevs takes P2, and Aiden's Raiden gets the driver of the day as well. And it looks like it's going to be the man himself, kept it clean, and it's going to be Yuki taking P3 in the end. So it is not over, ladies and gentlemen. I still do not think it is over. That will be looked at by the stewards, though, from the defensive moves there from Roller. And we are going to get these guys in for a quick interview before we get on to the next race. Wow. Drama here at the Mexico Grand Prix, and I don't think it's going to be any different in the next race coming up, as we are about to find out. So first of all, we're just going to quickly get one interview question up for these guys. Jump in. Okay, well there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the Mexico Grand Prix, and I'm waiting for the results to come up very, very shortly, and we'll wait to see what happens. And wow, drama in that race, and we've got these guys hopefully in. Oh, pardon me. Oh, there we go. Right. I'm trying to find. There we go. There we go. Okay, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Aiden's Raiden taking out P1, Bears taking out P2, and Yuki Bear taking out P3. Aiden's Raiden also getting the fastest lap. And that is the end of the Mexico Grand Prix. We're going to go straight off to the interviews very, very quickly while we get the next lobby up and ready and getting over to the big news, which will be the mystery round, which we are about to spin the wheel very, very shortly. But first of all, let's do some interviews. Yuki Bear, mate, what a start to that race, mate. Obviously, where you started in P6 and got through the pack very, very quick. Seemed to have the pace there. I mean, it was just trying to work probably with Aiden as Raiden at the start with the DRS. How did you find the start of that race, the way you started?
Start was beautiful. Went from sixth, got a beautiful slipstream behind Aiden, got up to second, and yeah, me and him just was cruising in P1, and then decided to box early, try and get an undercut. Dale had the same idea. Come out, there was a VSC, and then yeah, there was just came out behind MJ, who then proceeded to hold me up, cost me the win. You know, playing the team game, which is fine, but you know, I'm not going to say too much now, but it's pretty fucking dirty, so is what it is. But cost Aiden, let Aiden run away by an absolute mile, and then yeah, just cruised till the end lap and got deliberately forced off track about 4 or 5 times. So yeah, interesting tactics from MJ to help out his teammate, which you know I get, but yeah, it's a really embarrassing way to win a championship. So yeah, no, that's all I'm going to say for now. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I think the last lap was a little bit, you know how you're going, and obviously will be looked at by the onboard stewards. And obviously it was interesting because obviously Bevs did have that damage to his front wing, so he just needed to try and stay with you. But he definitely had the pace, and I think having that little bit of a battle with the two McLarens as well, and obviously changing out with Bevs, I think that gave Aiden an easy win in the end. There was no one that could touch me. We had 7 seconds out in front, which a bit of a shame, unfortunately, because it would have been good to see 3. Going into the mystery, coming up very, very shortly, what are you wanting? What's a fan favourite of yours?
I think I've pretty much lost the championship. So because of that, I think I'd need a win, fastest lap, and a DNF from Dale. I don't really know the math. I don't care. You know, there's probably going to be a McLaren by the name of MJ Roller who puts me in a wall. So you know, there's nothing. There's nothing that's really going to do. So I'll go out, do my race, and yeah, see what happens. It should be interesting.
Just looking now, just as it stands, when this loads, do apologise.
Oh no, championship's over.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah,
if that's what you're checking.
29,
No, it's over. Dale
29.
was 26 points ahead, and he outscored me. That's what I said. It's a pretty embarrassing way to win a championship. But look, I won't take anything away from him. He's run a really good season. I can't say anything because he's always clean, respectful, a really good man to race. And yeah, no, it's been a really fun season racing. So, you know, apart from these last few rounds, there was a bit annoying because I had to miss around, and we all know. But you know, it's pretty unfortunate that it ended how the way it did. But I guess whatever track we get now should be a bit of fun. Good way to, hopefully, a good way to end the season for Div 2.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go over to, obviously, Bevs. It's unfortunate, obviously, how you're feeling. Obviously, that will be taken into account what the stewards say. And no, we'll see what happens in the mystery, and we'll go from there. All right. Quickly go over to P number 2. Bevs, what a night. Obviously, you had that damage earlier on, but you stayed through it. You had a little bit of obviously help from your teammate from the back, and we can tell from obviously Yuki, who obviously not very happy. But due to that, you've taken out the win, and you've won the championship with 1 race to go. So, thoughts?
Yeah, obviously don't like seeing the controversy. Obviously let the stewards handle that because I was already in front by then, so I don't know what happened there. But yeah, results always good to get.
Definitely, and we'll talk about to you after the mystery round. But what's your fan favorite? What are you looking for? What do you want to see?
Anything but Spain and China.
Okay.
Both tracks are no good.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. All right, we'll go over to Aiden. Aiden, a bit of an easy night for you, mate. In the end, just needed to stay out the way, get the job done, and let those guys battle behind, and you just drove off in the sunset.
It just got a very lucky safety car. And then I think the Sauber ran to the back of the McLaren under safety car. So it got a big gap after that, and yeah, just got to drive away. Wasn't much to it.
And great job again. Yeah, well, double races in a row. Where was this form at the start of the season?
I don't know. I wish I knew. But yeah, it's a shame that game's gone now.
Yeah.
Only starting being good now instead. So
everyone hates this, and you love it.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind keeping F24.
Have you practiced 25 yet? Have you been playing 25?
I've been playing a bit, yeah.
Good man.
It's not bad.
We're on obviously the last race of the season. It's the mystery. What are you wanting?
Monaco or Canada.
Ooh.
Every other track sucks other than those.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, I'll let you go. I'll let you gear up and get ready. We're going to spin the wheel now, and let's see what happens.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard it. We're going to jump on and spin the wheel. I'm going to quickly screen share this because you won't be able to see it. So here is the wheel. Let me know if you can't see it on stream. That would be great. There you go. You can't see it on stream. So awesome. Okay. So this is the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel. And wish everyone the best. And here we go. Well, there you go. We're going to go to Qatar for the last race of the season, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Qatar it is. And short quali and full 35% round Qatar. That is it. That's all she wrote. So that is your. Just trying to work out which one is which, so I don't get rid of the wrong one. I think it's that one. Let's get rid of that one. No, that isn't the one. Bugger. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. That's the one we're after. And then we're going to have to go back here. So, yeah, we're going to be going at Qatar. I'm just going to get this all set up on my end as well. What a interesting end to the championship it's going to be. And, we don't need to go absolutely mad because we've got the championship signed, sealed, and delivered. Obviously, not the way that I think one driver wanted it to go, but we'll have to wait and see. So if everyone is ready, I don't think we are going to get anyone else. I think we've got one Truth. If he is free, he can jump in. If not, then that's it. Then that will be it. Let me just get my bit ready on my end. So just gonna share my screen. There we go. There we go. All right. So doesn't look like we are going to get anyone ready to go. Just want to double check everything. The settings that we're all good to go. Yep. That's it. That is it. Yep. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the finale, the final race of the season for Division 2. You may go ahead. Green lights. Ooh. There we go. So, heading over to Qatar for the last race of the season. And as you know, it is already done and dusted in the championship. Obviously, at the moment, as it stands, we'll have to wait and see what penalties say. But there you go. It is all done and dusted. So we'll have to wait and see what happens at the end. But yeah, what an end! What an end to the season. It's been a great battle between these two drivers, and yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how this race is going to go. This is a track that is very interesting, to say the least. So let's wait and see what happens here. But yeah, apart from that, everyone enjoy the last race of the season. Get amongst it, and yeah, we will be back very shortly with some racing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're at the last race of the season at Qatar. That is what the spinning wheel decided, and this is what we have all got to live with for the last race of the season. Bevs at the moment has won the championship pending on reports. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We've got 15 minutes or 16 minutes of short quality, then we've got a 35% race, and we're going to finish probably bang on the normal time, which is really good to see. What are we going to see in this race? We'll have to wait and see. Same 15. Aiden Raiden taking the win easily there in the first race there at Mexico. Now, this is going to be very interesting. This is a track that we know is all about track limits and how much can these guys push for track limits here at Qatar. We'll have to wait and see how it's going to go, as we do have our first guy coming out tonight, and that is looking likely to be the man who has just won the championship, Mr. Dale Bevs, and we will obviously talk to him after this race tonight. But no, it's been a great season in Division 2. The battles have been fantastic. A lot of drama, unfortunately, has unfolded between few drivers, which is not the way to go. But at the end of the day, do your winning on track. That is the way you've got to do it. Do not try and win the race over by an appeal or a steward. We'll try and win on track. That is what it's all about, because you never know, you'll be racing these guys again next season if you do end up staying on board with us. But yeah, it has been a great season, a long season to say the least, and we are going to see it out at Qatar. Round number 20 for the finale. Will we see a different winner win this race altogether? Now, that's going to be the question. Will we see a completely different winner win this race? Thank you very much to everyone joining in tonight. Feel free, message any comments, put them in, any Q&As, any channel points, use them, because this is the last time you get to use them in Division 2. They obviously have the on-boards to go out later on for Division 4 and Division 2, which could bring a little bit of spice into it, how it's going to end both races. But we'll have to wait and see how that's going to go in this one. Remember, we've got more action tomorrow night when Division 5 do their double header. Championship is already done and dusted, and it looks like Constructors is done and dusted as well. So it's all about who finishes where, and yeah, going to be really exciting to see what happens. And then obviously on Tuesday night, Division 6 is the big one. Where is that going to go? How is that going to go? That's going to be the question. Is it going to be Iraq Lobster? Is it going to be Edge? Or is it going to be Thunderballs? Who is going to win that? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, a lot to look forward to. And then that's it. The season is done and dusted on Wednesday when Division 3 finished their doubleheader, which is already done and dusted as Plugger took the championship last week. So we'll have to wait and see who's going to win the Constructors. And then the biggest prize of them all, who is going to win the overalls? Mercedes leading at the moment in P1, Kick in P2, and McLaren in P3. But after tonight, could we see another change? We'll have to wait and see. It's been a fantastic season, and this is the end of Division 2. And right, who do we jump on board with? We've got, let's just jump on board with Salt, as he is coming round the final corner for a flyer. And let's see how he goes. So here we go. Coming around the final corner, down the main straight to start his lap. Burning around about a little bit, 70% of ERS, getting a very, very good lap into the first corner, getting onto 150 to the 100 to 50 to get nice and tight across the curve, pushing over to the left, then pushing over to the right, giving a good exit onto the curbs. You can use a lot of the curbs here at Qatar. They're very flat, but some are very bumpy. It is all about positioning the car in the right direction without invalidating, which is very easy to do here by going just a little bit too far to the left or to the right off the track and invalidating your lap. Keeping it in the track limits, so far so good for Salt. Getting on to the acceleration, getting up to 4th gear, then into 5th, then pulling the car all the way over to the right, riding a nice little part of the curve to the right again, then over to the left, going into Sector 2 now, and it's now power to the metal all the way into the last couple of corners before we get flat out up the main straight to finish his lap. Keeping it nice and clean so far. 27% left of VRS, using as much of the track as he can, getting as much grip as he can as well, pushing over to the left-hand side onto the 100, dropping into the 50, keeping it nice and tight, over to the left, keeping it nice and close to track limits, to the line, DRS, ERS, and he goes P number 6 with a 22.301. No toes. Are we going to see any toes? This is the question. Jumping on board, we got Aiden Aswaden, who's taking pole position with a 21.495. Yuki Bear with a 21.650. JF7 with a 21.774. And then Mr. Bergs with 21.985. So top 4 all in the 21s. Who is next to set a time? Let's have a look. Invalidation there for Whiff. Won't be happy with that. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? Invalidation there for Dido. And it looks like he will be going again. Enough fuel there. Lamb in the pits at the moment. Coda coming round on his outlap. We've then got Watanabe on a flyer who's just about to finish. What's it going to be for Watanabe? Let's have a look here. So, crosses the line, P4, drops down to P5 as Bevs goes up into P3 with an improved lap there. A 10th off Yuki Bear in that P2 spot. Then we're going to go a little bit further back down and it looks like we've got Dante. No, we don't. We have Whiff about to start his lap. And then we've got Salt coming into the pits. And let's see what Dido's going to do. We're going to jump on board with Dido for a flyer and hope you all enjoy this. Back in a jiff. Okay, back. Sorry about that, guys. 3 minutes to go in short quali. And we've got Aiden's Raiden leading the way with 121.110, Illyrian with a 121.301, and Dante with a 121.523. Bed's dropping down into P7 and Yuki Bear dropping down into P5. So we've also still got Lamb still to set a time. He hasn't done that yet. He's still in the pits. So hopefully he will come out and set a time. We'll have to wait and see. No drama at the moment in this race. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the main race, in quali. Just checking comments and chat. Let's see what happens in this race. Let's get that win, JDI. So there you go. A little bit of sportsmanship there from the Aston Martin garage of drifts. Good to see. We'll have to wait and see what happens as well. So going to be good to see what happens going forward. And jumping on to 2 minutes to go of short quali, and we are going to see in a second what's going to happen here. So 2 minutes to go. Land still in the pits, still not setting a time. So we'll have to see what happens there. That will be looked at by the onboard stewards if we don't see what's going on. We'll just keep an eye on him for the time being to see if he will come out of the pits. Let's just quickly see if we send him an invite just to see if he is left the session. There we go. Land needs an invite. Okay. Well, put it in the chat then so I know what's the go. There we go. So, have to wait and see what happens. So there we go. I've sent him an invite. Hopefully he can get out and set his time. He's not. Looks like he's not going to have enough time too, which is unfortunate. And that's probably the reasons why he won't be able to set a lap, because he hasn't got an invite into the session. And yeah, no one's told me till now. So that's unfortunately on them. Okay, right. Well, we'll jump on board with... Who do we jump on board with? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different drivers to set times. Dante has just set a pole position with a 121.047. Who do we jump on board with for the last qualifying session of Division 2 here at Rush Racing League? Who are we jumping on board with, guys? 24 of you in the chat. Let us know, and I'll jump on board, and we'll take it away with one of these guys for the last time this season. Okay, I'll take that as a no. We'll jump on board with JF7 and see how he does on his last lap of the season. So here we go. A lot of cars, a lot of traffic in front of him. 13 seconds to go. We're going to see an improvement going into Sector 1. Let's have a look. He's done a 121.574. It's looking very, very close at the moment for pole position. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. We've got yellows flashing in that Q1 area. It looks like someone is moving out the way. Lamb not setting a time, unfortunately. That will be looked at. I don't think it will be looked at because he hasn't got an invite into the session, so I don't know what's going on there. We'll have to wait and see if we can get him in. I've sent him an invite, and no answer at the moment. So let's have a look. We've got... Coda, 5 grid place penalty for a collision with Salt for my chips. Dante has decided to retire and call it. He's happy with that, but he gets taken away with a 1:21.444. Oh my days, 3,000ths of a second quicker than Dante. Here we go. We've got JF7, but first of all, we're going to jump on board with Bevs as Bevs is going to cross the line. Look at this. He's got the Alpine following right behind. Aiders Raiden puts it into the 20s. Coda has retired from the session. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Aiders Raiden takes out P1, JF7 taking out P2 there, and Yuki Bear taking P3 away from Dante. And Aiders Raiden got the best toe off the back of the McLaren driver. I think if that was, I think it's Bevs, I think he got it off. Yes, he did. Got it off Bevs. So, yeah, what a toe that was. And that is your finishing positions here as Salt for Chips has come into the pits. And, yeah, a few pens there. But that is your Q1 wrapped up. Drifts indeed. These times are close, my friend. They are close indeed. Okay. Key slipstream. Agreed. Agreed, Mars. We'll have to wait and see what happens next. But here we go. We have got our top three. And, well, how is turn one going to go? This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last race for Division 2. And it's going to be a juicy run. Yeah, I agree with that, Mars. Let's give it the best. Right, here we go. P1, Aiders Raiden. P2, JF7. Yuki Bear is your top three. And 5 good plays apparently to Coda there. So, well, interesting to see what happens there. And then obviously Lamb did not set a time as... yeah, as he's not in. Well, I'm just going to just message him quickly to find out what is going on. If he's in the lobby or if he's actually just called it. Let's have a look. Yeah, agreed. Give all the pace we've got. Give everything on track. Okay. Here we go. Lamb has joined. Hopefully he can take control. It would not be good to not take control in the last race of the season. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get underway. And last race of the season, guys. Here we go. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much to Rekus. Thank you very much to all the comms, all the Div 2 stewards, Div 2 managers, everyone involved in this season in Division 2. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you all back next season. If you are staying with us, and if you aren't, then all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the last race of the season at Qatar, round number 20, and we are go. Aiders Raiden leading the way. Everyone different strategy for positions and for tyres at the moment. Aiders Raiden going into P1, Yuki Bear into P2, JF7 into P3, and Roller is going to go up against JF7, and there he does get side by side. It's going to be very difficult to overtake here. It's all about momentum and track limits, and he's still going side by side. Great bit of racing there between Roller and JF7. Roller into P3, Bevs into P8. He's on the soft compound tyres at the moment. We've got Drama at the back. We've got Coda and Salt for Chips. Everyone through. No one out of this race. Really good to see there. Bevs on the softs. He's flying on those soft compound tyres. Getting the job round past into Watanabe up into P6 there. Oh, he's dropping down into P7. A little bit of drama going on there between him and Wonton. But great bit of battling here between the Aston Martins and the McLarens, as Bev's still in that P7 spot, and now staying in that P7 spot. Back up to the front, we've got Yuki in P2, Roller in P3, and he's ready to pounce on Yuki. Yuki put the pressure on Aiders Raiden for that P1 spot. We'll have to wait and see how that's going to go. We've only got 2 different guys on different strategies at the moment. We've got Bevs on the softs and Illyrian on the hards. Dido and Trio Kev down there, P14, P15, having a nice little battle. Aiden's Raiden taking the fastest lap in that P1 spot, but is he going to be able to hold on to it? That's the question, as Yuki Bear is right behind, putting the pressure on. Roller now putting the pressure on Yuki Bear and everyone in the DRS zone, which is really good to see. So this is going to be a tough track. Yuki Bear trying to get the job done on Aiden as Raiden. I think these two came together maybe in this race in Division 1 when they both stepped up. We'll have to wait and see. I think it might have been. I can't remember. But at the moment, they're putting the pressure on. Yuki Bear in that P2 spot. Roland P3. Dante P4. Wonton in P5. Bevs in P6. JF7 in P7. Illyrian in P8. Plugger in P9, with Matif in P10, Coda in P11, Sock for my chips in P12, Lamb in P13, Dido in P14, Trio Kev in P15. That is your top 15. Remember, everyone gets points, ladies and gentlemen, so no one needs to retire. But let's jump on board with Yuki, see how close he is to the back of that Alpine. Here we go. Right, has he got the job done? Yes, he has. Up into P1, Roller into P2 now. Roller's got the job done on Aiden's Raiden. And now we are going to go again on another lap. It is literally 20 laps of racing here at Qatar. It's going to be quick. It's going to be easy. We'll have to wait and see. But it's not going to be easy because Roller is ready to pounce and get the job done on Yuki Bear. Let's see if he's going to get the job done. It is close at the moment. ERS is at the max with every driver. Hardly anyone using ERS. It's just train. It's like a snake at the moment. No one making jobs. No one making really many positions apart from Roller and Yuki. 3 spots for Roller, 2 for Yuki. Oh, on board for Thunderballs. Aiden's Raiden. There you go, my friend. There's an on board for you. Enjoy. Oh, Roller's got a 10-second for hitting Yuki. What happened there? I missed that because I was on board Aiden's Raiden. What happened there? And there's been a... Okay, interesting. There's penalties going out. Interesting to say the least. There's now a safety car come out. Why has a safety car come out? What's happened? I just was on board and I've just missed it. So interesting. We'll have to wait and see what happens there and go back to that. But we're on board with Aiden's Raiden. We're now in the safety car. So what I'll do, we'll go on to ads. We'll go on to requests. Thundermate, we'll reject it, and then I will give you another one when we get on board the safety car. All right, and then I will complete the rest. So you will get a free refund, my friend, on that one because I have no idea what has just happened. So there we go, and I'm seeing a 10-second time penalty again for Roller. So something has happened between P1, P2 and P3. Ooh, there we go, interval. P10, look, there you go. 2 10-second pens. 1 for Roller, 1 for Lamb as well. And everyone coming into the pits. Okay, interesting. Interesting to say the least. Okay. Alright, so a few pit stops. Let's have a look at these pit stops because this is everyone that stopped apart from Trio Kevin Lamb. They decided not to. And everyone's gone on to the hards and someone gone on to the mediums there of Lyrian and Bivs. Just waiting to see what's going to happen with the front two. Are they actually going to... we'll have to wait and see what happens here. A lot of chat, a lot of messages going in the chat as well. Drama here in Division 2 tonight. So, there we go. Lamb going into the pits. Sorry, Trio Kev going into the pits. Lamb deciding to stay out on those mediums. He's happy with those mediums. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Salt for Chips getting a 10-second time penalty for a collision with Coda. Ooh, a little bit of drama going on there on the safety car. So lap 6 out of 20, you've got safety car and a mixture of tyres. Anyone else needing to pit? Yes, Lamb is the only car that needs to make a pit stop. And he and... Salt for Chips are the only two with a penalty, as Roller has served his, and Lamb and Salt have those pens. Okay, there we go. Right, we'll have to wait and see what happens here now. Lap 6 out of 20, we got mediums, hards, and then Lyrian is on mediums as well. Bevs has gone from softs to mediums. Is he going to be able to stretch those out for the remainder of the race? We'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, an interesting night so far for Division 2. And we'll have to wait and see what happens on the safety car restart. Right, as the safety car is about to come in to the pits, we'll wait and see what happens here on the safety car restart. So, let's have a look. He was hopping all over the shop according to Bevs. Okay, all right, interesting to hear. Dino's connection not the best tonight. It's a shame. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Right, here we go. We've got the safety car restart gone. Lamb has gone on those mediums. Anyone making a move in the safety car. Illyrian looks like to go around the outside of Wonton. Doesn't get the job done on those mediums. Going to be on a quicker tyre. So this will be interesting to see how this is going to happen here. Remember, track limits is the key here. We've not seen that much going on at the moment. And Illyrian ready to make a move. Doesn't go for a move yet. So we're waiting to see what happens. And so far, so good. Back up to the front. Yuki Bear in that P2 spot. Lamb in that P1 spot. Going as much as he can on those medium tyres. We'll have to wait and see how long he's going to be able to go on those tyres. Then we've got Aiden as waiting in P3. Will he make it a double tonight? We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. We've then got Dante. We've got yellows at the back. Dido has gone round. Or has he gone round? Or Trio Kiv gone round? There we go. I'm going to go back up to the front. Drama coming into the comments as well. We'll check that all out. The onboards will check that out as well. Dante in that P4 spot. A second gap between Yuki and Lamb. So Lamb is really putting pace down. But is he pulling away? That's the question. Because he is on old tyres. 6 laps on mediums to his 3 laps on the hards. So let's see what happens here moving forward. Right, back to the front again. Aiden is Raiden in that P3 spot. Yuki Bear now into P2 still, and they're having a nice little battle. Back down the bottom, we've got Bevs and JF7, they're going at it. We've then got Roller right behind them, so we've got a nice little battle going on there between the McLaren and the Aston. Keeping up to date with all these guys at the moment. Everyone in the DRS train, apart from Whiff. Whiff is 1.9 seconds behind Coda. Bevs is 3.5 tenths in the DRS, in the DRS, in the DRS, and Trokev out of the DRS, but is in the points. That is the way to be. At the moment, though, we're seeing Yuki Bear get closer to Lamb, ready to make the move when he's good to go. We'll have to wait and see what happens in this race as Lamb now into P2, Aiden into P1. Things are changing in this race, ladies and gentlemen. 8 laps out of 20 at the moment. Aiden in P1, Lamb in P2. Are we going to see a move going on? Lamb around the outside, gets the move done up into P1, and he's bringing everyone into it. Look at the DRS train we've got here. We've got Lamb, we've got Aiden, we've then got Yuki Bear making it 3 wide, and then there's 2 wide, then we've got 3 wide, then we're going to go look 4 wide, there's 3 wide, then there's 2 wide. Everyone keeping it very close. Lamb staying out in front at the moment. Yuki Bear in that P2 spot. We've then got Aiden as Raiden in P3, Dante in P4. Can Lamb hold on with those old tyres? That's the question. That is the question. Lyrian up into P4 on the mediums as well, but he is on 4 lap fresher tyres than Lamb. So he will be one to watch out for. Will he be able to hold them? That will be the question. At the moment, Lamb does have that penalty as well, that 10 seconds, which he will serve when he comes into the pits, as he is the only car to come into the pits to obviously change his tyres. We're going to jump on board with Yuki for a fly. No, not. We're going to jump on board with Aiden as Raiden for a flyer very, very soon. Let Thunderballs have his on board as Lamb. Oh, Lamb's gone off. Lamb's gone off into the wall. Oh no, drama here at Qatar. Lamb was leading this race and he's gone off and dropped all the way down into P13. Has he cooked the tyres? I think he has. We're going to jump up on board with Aiden as Raiden for an on-boarder. And here goes Aiden as Raiden. He's got a massive opportunity of taking the lead of this race in front of Yuki Bear all over again. As here he goes for the move. Here we go. Straight past and yes, into P1 goes Aiden as Raiden. And Illyrian into P2 as well behind. As we can see, Illyrian is battling Yuki Bear, keeps the move done there. They're battling side by side. And there we go, job done. Illyrian into P2, Yuki down into P3. And Aiden as Raiden will jump on board for a flying on board with 10 laps to go in this race. Oh, load of drama in this race. Absolute drama in this race, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see. Yep, leave it to the stewards. Let the stewards deal with it. They're obviously going to be busy getting all of this done as soon as possible for next week's awards night, ladies and gentlemen, which we really do want to have you all on board there for that week, next week. Yeah, and feel free, remember, if you are keen on jumping on and getting involved next season, then feel free. The sign-ups are open and season 9 is upon us. We're just finishing up season 8, finishing all the championships, which they are literally closing out very quickly. Plugger getting a 3-second time penalty. They're down there in P6. He will not be happy with that. That will drop him further down the pecking order. And yeah, with Matif now in to P9. And Illyrian jumping out in front in P1 as Aiden Raiden is battling Yuki Bear, doesn't get the job done, loses that position. Yuki Bear now into P2. Yes, he has. Illyrian in P1, Yuki Bear in P2, Aiden Raiden in P3, Dante in P4. Are we going to see something different in this race? Wonton getting a 3-second time penalty as well. Track limits really starting to pick up now a little bit. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with pins at the moment. And 3 for Wonton, 3 for Plugger, 3 for Dido, 10 for Lamb, and 3 for Salt for my chips. As Lamb has still not pit and still on those medium tyres. So interesting to say the least there. Yuki 1.1 behind Illyrian. He is flying on those medium tyres at the moment, and he's nearly lost the DRS to Yuki Bear, and that's going to make it even more difficult for Yuki as Raiden is right behind and ready to pounce. Will Yuki be able to get into the DRS of Illyrian? It doesn't look like it's 1.085. Yuki Bear coming down the main straight. No DRS. He's going to lose out here to Aiden Raiden. And Dante looks to get involved in this battle as well. It's getting heated here at Qatar on that 12 out of 20. And Yuki Bear now up into P3. And Aiden Raiden up into P2. And he's got right to the back of Illyrian now as he needs to save and harvest his battery. Going a little further back down. We've got Bez in that P7 spot trying to put the pressure on Plugger. Knows that Plugger and Wonton have both got those penalties in front. Coda now joins the packet and gets a penalty now down there in P14. And Plugger going very wide there. Gives Bez the opportunity to come on the outside, get the job done. Thank you very much. I'll take that position. Round the outside. Bevs gets the job done up into P6, Plugger down into P7. Back up to the front is Dante pulling in Yuki. We'll have to wait and see. 5.5 tenths. And he's trying to stay with them, but he can't stay in that DRS at the moment. Aiden's Raiders lost the DRS to Illyrian again. And Yuki lost it last time. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next. But it's all going on at this race in Qatar. Lap 12 out of 20. We've got another onboard coming in. And who's this on? Thunderballs, give me a name. Whiff. We're going to jump on board Whiff for a flyer. There we go. On board Whiff for an onboard. And yeah, just going to have a bit of a break with the H2O. Okay, 14 laps out of 20 at the moment. And there we go, with on board done and dusted. Any changes at the front? No. Illyrian on those medium tyres, 9 laps. Can he be able to hold them out? Are those hards going to come into it near the end of this race? We'll have to wait and see. He's 6.5 tenths out in front of Aiden. Salt for Chips with 3-second time penalty. Yuki Bear 3.5 tenths behind Aiden as Raiden. Dante 4 tenths back from him. Wonton 6.5 tenths back from him with a penalty. Bev's 1.3 behind him on the mediums. Not as quick as Lyrian on those mediums. As we see, there's the fastest lap, fastest guy on track. There we go. Back down. Plugger on the hards, 1.4 seconds with a pen. JF7 on the hards, 10 laps on the hards. And he's literally right behind Plugger at the moment. And it looks like it's going to be a good finish for Aston. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We've got everyone jumping on with on boards and comments in the chat. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We've got 5 laps left of Division 2, and here goes JF7 on Plugger, getting the move done into P7. Bev's into P6 now, and Wonton at 1.7 down the road. Dale doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch him, but he will get him on that penalty. JF7 comes back with Matif now, and they're going to go side by side here, keeping it nice and clean so far. Back up to the front. Bevs gets a 3-second time penalty. He jumps into it now. Then we've got JF7 down there in P7 with Matif in P8. We're going to go back up to Yuki. Yuki now trying to put the pressure on Illyrian, getting the job done on Aidner's Raiden. That's 3 temps between them. Dante in the mix as well. Wonton in the mix. Wonton, massive opportunity of getting points, big points tonight. It's all going off at the front at the moment. Lamb coming into the pits, going on to the softs, and will go for the fastest lap and steal it away from Illyrian, who does have it at the moment. We're going to go back on board because Yuki Bear looks ready to pounce and get the move done with the DRS coming up. But will Aidner's Raiden be able to push on and get the move done as well? As here we go, Yuki Bear ready to pounce and make a move on Illyrian. Those mediums, I think they may have gone. We'll have to wait and see as we've got 4 laps. Yuki Bear ready to pounce and make the move. And here we go. He gets the job done on the right hand side. Raiden is getting very close behind. Look at the battle. We've got Aiden and Illyrian, and there we go. Aiden to P2. Trio Kev getting a 3-second time penalty. He joins in to the party of pens tonight. Yuki Bear in P1, Aiden is Raiden in P2, and Illyrian in P3. A nice little battle at the front for this finale, and it is getting very heated. Who is going to end up winning this race? It's going to come down to the last lap, I'm sure of it. Illyrian needs to hold on to those mediums. Can he hold on? Wonton into P4. Dante losing the position to Wonton now. Wonton getting the job done, but he has a pen, so Dante is in a great position as well. And if the top 3 get a pen, Dante is in a great position to get a podium in this race, and even JF7 as well, because everyone else is joining the pack. Bev's 1.3 seconds back from Dante, so he is in a little bit of trouble, but can catch up in the remaining laps of this race. We'll have to wait and see at the moment. As Yuki Bear coming around the final corner, starting on to lap 17, 5.5 temps out in front. Is Aiden going to make the move? Is Illyrian going to make the move? Is anyone going to make the move? Let's have a look. Going into turn number 1, who is going to make the move? It is going to be Aidner's Raiden back out in front in P1. Okay, lap 17 out of 20 at the moment. And it is all going off at the front as Aiden leading the way, Yuki in P2 and Illyrian staying in that P3 spot. Everyone going to start to hold on to their positions and their ERS as it comes to close stages of this race. Okay, here we go. Lap 18 out of 20 at the moment. We've got Dante in that P4 spot, Illyrian in that P3 spot. Gonna go over to position changes. Who are we looking at? Driver of the day. Illyrian's done a great job so far. Trio Kev in that P12 spot with another penalty. Let's have a look. I'm trying to look at driver of the day at the moment. Oh, here we go. Yuki Bear trying to move out the way. Aiden is ready to move out the way of the DRS train. Here comes Illyrian's going to go for a move here. Does he go for the move on it? Oh, there's 3 wide. Look at Aiden's. Raiden's going to stop out. It looks like Illyrian's going to get the job done. Yuki Bear, oh, he's had a bit of a snap there. And he's going to try and go around the outside. Goes around the outside. Keeps the position. And Illyrian keeps the position. There we go. So that is one job done and dusted. Right, driver of the day with 1 lap to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to jump on board with this, and I'm going to start the predictions. Who is the second driver of the day? Please let me know what your predictions are, because we've got Illyrian. Who is the second one? Otherwise, I'm just going to give it to one person at the moment. It looks like it could be Illyrian, and Dante's got a massive opportunity as well. Okay, we're going to give it to Aiden. Okay, all right, there we go. To Dante, if he gets a podium, I don't know. Right, well, we're coming up to the last lap. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is the finale. Here we go. Illyrian in P1. Yuki Bear in P2. Aiden is Raiden in P3. Everyone's going for it. Aiden is Raiden is going to burn everything he can, trying to get down the outside. Gets the job done. Illyrian doesn't going to be able to hold on. I think the mediums have gone completely. And here we go. Yuki Bear is in P1. Aiden is Raiden in P2. Illyrian in P3. Who is going to make a move here? Aiden is Raiden in P2 is going to try and get the job done. Is this going to come to the last lap? Is this going to come to the finale? We'll have to wait and see here. Everyone is trying to go for the move there. And here we go. We've got Dante in that P4 spot. He could even take the move from Illyrian. If he gets the move done from Illyrian, then definitely driver of the day. But we'll have to wait and see. It's between Illyrian and Dante at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. But Aiden as Raiden is holding on to that P2 spot. 2.5 times. Yuki Bear in that P1 spot. He's trying to hold up as much of his ERS as possible. We're in that 20 out of 20. And we have got a couple of corners left before the end of this race. Yuki Bear in P1. Aiden in P2. Illyrian in P3. Dante in P4. Bears is still in P6. Wonton is in P5. They've got penalties. JF7 is going to jump both of them. Who is going to get the job done? Yuki Bear is coming around to the last corner. Here we go. Aiden is Raiden. Is he going to be able to do it? Has he got enough in the tank? It's going to be a DRS to the final. It's going to be it. He's not going to be able to do it. I think Yuki's going to be able to hold on. He does hold on. He does take the win. Yuki Bear takes the win. Aiden is Raiden in P2 and Illyrian in P3 on 16 lap mediums. So I think we'll give it to, I don't know, we're going to have to still put it to a vote. We'll put it to a vote. Driver of the day. We're going to go Illyrian or Dante, because that was a solid drive from Dante. He stayed in the same spot from start to finish. So there we go. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Start the poll. There we go. Get your votes in. I'm going to give it to that man there. And get your votes in. Wow, what an end to the race, and going to get these guys all in for a quick chat in the Div to comms box before we close it out for the season. So, join the comms box. Illyrian. Oh, there we go. Illyrian. AIDS. Yuki. Oh no, that's not Yuki. That's someone else. Yuki. Oops. Roller. There we go. Oh, there we go. Well, that is it. Oh, it's a tie. It needs to go again. Right, I'll let it 2 minutes and make it a bit longer. Driver of the day. I've done another one. Right, 2 minutes. So we're gonna get a. We've got to get a finale. Driver of the day done and dusted in the end. So let's see what happens. Okay, all right, we'll wait for everyone to jump into the comms box as we have got Illyrian AIDS, Yuki Bear's Roller, and Mr. Thunderballs. There we go. Yuki Bear taking pole position and taking out the win in Qatar in fine fashion there. Aiden's Raiden taking P2, Illyrian taking P3. The medium's just not holding on. Lamb getting the fastest lap, does get that fastest lap as well. So congratulations to him. And then, yeah, everyone finishing as well. So really, really good to see. And we are going to jump on board for the last interviews of F124 with Division 2. So just wait for these guys to jump in to the comms box. And, yeah, we'll get this away, done and dusted, and let these guys enjoy the rest of the evening and the rest of the time to play F125. So hopefully they all jump in. Right, so there we go. So we've got Thunderballs is in. We're going to get Aiden and Illyrian. So just waiting for Illyrian to jump in as well. And then Yuki's in. And then Roller and Bevs and Aiden. So... Right. Okay, let's jump on. There we got 8 in as well. All right. Okay, right. So we're just waiting on Illyrian to jump in. And who else have we got there? MJ Roller as well. All right. Ooh. Okay, that's really annoying. Okay, let's... All right. Great for the... Okay. Okay, all right. Looks like we're not going to get them in, which is a bit of a shame. We've got the vote coming through at the moment. Let's look. Let's just look at the results for the moment for the driver of the day. I think it's just finished. I don't know who got it. We'll just double check again very quickly. Oh, it's Dante. Okay, we'll get Dante in for a quick chat for driver of the day. And then... Okay, right. Here we go. We're going to jump on board with Dante in the kick when he jumps in. And then we'll take it through with the podiums. Unfortunately, we're going to get the others. Okay, we got that. Hang on 2 seconds. Just bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. Right, there we go. Okay, Dante, congratulations, mate, on Driver of the Day. Great way to end. Was very, very close between, obviously, you and Illyrian, but you got it in the end. Take us through that race. How did you find that last race? And obviously Mexico as well.
Who, me?
No, Dante.
Dante.
Oh yeah, well, first of all, g'day, SJ. Yeah, I don't really talk about Mexico because it just went downhill more and more. But yeah, no really an excuse for that, just a skill issue for me. But then Qatar, I was really glad it was Qatar because it's a good track for me. And to not get on the podium is a bit sad, but you know, I'm glad it was Qatar. You know, I actually felt confident for the race. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit sad actually. It was very close. The mediums, we didn't think the mediums were going to end up, staying on that long, but Illyrian did quite well, and obviously Bears was on the same strategy as well, but did have that penalty. How difficult is it to pass in Qatar?
Yeah, well, there's a few like opportunities, like the last turn, the first turn, the hairpin, but you know, for some reasons, it's not very easy, especially old tires. Yeah, and everyone bunched up. I guess you just get put off by the car ahead. You can't really see the racing line if you use it, and yeah, it sort of ruins your chances. But yeah, it was not too bad for overtakes today.
Yeah, well, I think was the last two races that you've had, you've done pretty well. Like, where was this Phil? It's the same question that goes for Aiden as well. Where was this form at the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Aiden, bro. Just gained like so much pace in the last few rounds, so that's off to him.
Yeah, definitely. And that's it for you guys now. Now going into 25, what's the plan? What things do you think you can improve on? Yeah.
Oh, well, obviously, I mean, pace can always be improved. Maybe wheel-to-wheel racing, because, you know, I get a lot of comments from the boys that, you know, I'm punting everyone, so I guess improving wheel-to-wheel racing, but otherwise, I'm pretty happy with my racing right now.
Okay. All right. So obviously practicing and getting amongst it and going from there.
Yep.
Awesome.
Getting up the top.
Yep. Well, Dante, mate, thank you very much for your hard work. Congratulations on Drive of the Day. Thanks for partaking this season, and look forward to seeing what you can do in season 9. And enjoy the break. And yeah, we'll see you next season.
Well done, podium sitters, and obviously Illyrian. Fair play.
Awesome. Take care and enjoy the break and enjoy F125.
Cheers.
All right, we'll go over to our third spot, and a great end to the night as well. Mediums just looked like they cooked in the end, probably cooked out. Unfortunately, the hards just had a bit of grip. You took it to the guys at the beginning for a while. You stayed out in front of the DRS, but did the tyres fall off in the end, Delirium?
I'd say the last 3-4 laps, they kind of died on me a bit. But to be honest, the way I lost the race, I'm not complaining. Like from lap 10 to lap 20, it was pretty much everyone battling throughout the whole race for P1. Yeah, I had a couple moments where I extended my gap to a second, but the DRS train is too strong around it. Just had no chance to just break the 1 second gap like that. And yeah, just at the end, obviously I tried to pull the gap, but had no choice. I was on 50-50 wings, so P3 at the end, I'll take it, man. I'm happy.
Yeah, let's talk about the season in the end. Like, how have you found the season for yourself? Do you feel that you could have done better in some areas? Do you feel that that there's more improvement? Do you feel that there's a bit of a drop off? We saw you in season 4. You were battling, KLX for the championship. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. You've come back. You've won a few races. You've put yourself up there at the front. What's the plan going into season 9? If you end up staying with us and coming back for season 9.
Season 9 is just make sure you're there at the right time. Win it. For me, for next season, as long as I could win, my goal is to go for the championship next season. So we'll see how it goes. I know there's a couple guys that are quicker than me. Hopefully, if we bring the likes of Campbell back, I know he's quite quick as well. So we'll see. It's all in due time.
Yep. And obviously, have you been playing 25 as well in that at the moment?
I have been playing 25, not as much as I would like to, because life busy.
Yep.
But I'm up there. I'm all right.
You're grinding
at the moment.
That's the main thing. Well, appreciate your participation this season. You've done obviously the best you can for Visa. Visa obviously haven't had the best of seasons. It does show in obviously the overalls, and hopefully things can change for next season. And have a good break, and we look forward to seeing you in season 9.
Thank you, and thank you once again, Astray, for everything you've done, and also thank you to Dante, Aiden's Raiden, and Yuki at the end for the last battle of 2024. Yep. You can finally delete the game.
I think that's what a lot of people want to do. But no, cheers, mate, and congratulations on the podium as well.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Cheers, man. All right, we'll go over to next one, which is P2. Aiden is Raiden. It looked like you could have been P1, mate, but Yuki got the job done in the end. But what a good 2 races for you, mate. And we spoke to you earlier on in Mexico and said your form has just been tremendous in the last few races. And how did you feel that Qatar went? Because you got a very, very good toe off one of the McLarens in qualifying. So, take us through your race in the qualifying.
Oh yeah, I had a very good qualifying. Also got a very good toe from the McLaren, which gave me P1, I think, by half a tenth. Then just try to convert down to staying about in the lead on lap 1, which I can't remember if I did. I think I did. But yeah, nothing really happened. There was any safety car, so it's just... Was there a safety car? My memory is awful.
Yes.
Yes, there was a safety car. Sorry, my memory is awful. I can't remember anything, but it's been such a crazy weekend here. But yeah, I didn't think Ilrin would stay with us so long. Fair play to him. I think he's very good around here in Division 1. But yeah, thankfully managed to stay ahead of him. Came behind Yuki, unfortunately, which I think he had an incident with a Williams, which I'm not gonna say anything else. But yeah, it's been an amazing season here. I think I've got P3 or P4 at least, because Shifty hasn't raced. I'm not sure where MJ's gone, points wise, but yeah, it's been so fun racing here. I had such a good comeback. There's been so many people helping Alpine, my teammates, both Division 1 and Division 2, my engineers, and just so many people, like so many friends like Gugar. They've just been helping me so much to improve my pace, and I'm really grateful for all that. I'm hoping we can come back next season even faster.
Yeah, that was the question I was going to ask you. Obviously, at the moment, I've got the results fully done. You were 219 points behind Shifty after this race, and you were 223. Roller had 223, so I think you've taken that away from him. So I think you have. I think you finished in P3 in the end, and those P2 spots have definitely meant something. You know, that's number 5. That's 5 P2s this season. Incredible season that you've had in that consistency right at the end. And what's the plan going into season 9?
Same plan, I think. Just keep consistent. I'll hopefully be staying with Alpine as I really enjoyed it there. But yeah, it's just keep getting results, trying to get even higher in championship, maybe fighting for P1 or P2. But that's a bit ambitious, I think.
Never. You've seen tonight that you've taken it to Yuki, you've taken it to Bevs, to Roller in a few races as well. So you know there's no means that you can get that. Obviously, when you grind 25, and you know when we go into the evaluation races, and we get to see what you guys have got. But you know attendance is going to be the key. You know that's probably one of the biggest things. Sometimes you miss few races, it definitely makes a difference. Yuki will probably say that when we talk to him about when he missed Singapore. You know, it makes a massive difference, especially of how close it can go to the end, as we saw today in Division 4. You know, the last race at China, it could have gone any way, and it was 3 points between the P1 and P3. It's insane. But no, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. You've put on some fantastic racing. It was good not to see some major incidents on the last few races. We did make that very clear in the announcement that the last races, due to the championship battles going on, would be hefty penalised. Congratulations on another podium, and have a great break. And we look forward to seeing you in season 9.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all Alpine, all the drivers, all my mentor Guger. They're all very thankful for them. I'll see you next time.
Cheers, mate. Take care. Okay, right. We'll go over to the man that closed this one out. Unfortunately, has finished second in the championship. I think just by a very close margin. Yuki, first of all, let's talk about this race, mate. It was pretty DRS training at first, but you obviously had to be patient. Track limits is the key here, and you made the right decision. You know, you held back and you went for the move on Aiden's Raiden, and you kept the move. You saved your ERS and you took the win.
Yeah, there's not much really to say about this race. It was pretty straightforward. Got a good quali, good toe off my teammate. That was nice, and yeah, got a position off the start, and then held second. Then me and Aiden kind of swapped for a bit, and then I don't remember. It was whatever lap the VSC came out, and then MJ ran up the arse to me, so that hurt him, which was ironic. Bit of karma there. We love it. And then yeah, pretty just straightforward end. There was a bit scary going next to Illyrian with his bit of a lag, but all was clean. And yeah, it's good to actually have a good result. And you know, I've been due a win. It's been a while, so it's nice. Good way to end the season.
No, it is. It is a good way of the season. And give your overview of the season, of how much you've pushed Bevs, and obviously you've had Shifty Wiz in the last few weeks, of was your teammate as well. But you know, obviously he was driving for Williams. How difficult has it been in Division 2 for yourself, and how have you found the season in general? And the rivalry as well. We can't forget the rivalry, because obviously there's always going to be rivalries. And the next question is, if you are with us next season, who's the rivalry going to be next season?
I'll start the first part, which is the first start of the season. That was fun. Like the first few rounds I was in a Haas, which was different, and I think I was leading the championship for a little while, and then I joined Merck, and then got another win through. I think someone got theirs queued, and then had a string of very bad luck, and Dale had a streak of very, very good luck. So it's not really much to say. It was good. He's put his car everywhere he needs to, and he's all good. I don't have no drama towards him. He's a great bloke, good to race, and I don't think there's much of a rivalry. I think I'd consider us decent mates. Good laugh every now and then, and it's been fun, especially the last few rounds with me always being in second and having to get into a race, want to beat him, end up not beating him. There was a point where I got the gap down to 7th and then missed a round, got back out to the exact same points. I closed the gap in. Pretty average races from me. Caught it back up to 26, and then Mexico, which was not ideal. And then a win. So it's been a very, very up and down roller coaster sort of season for me. No consistency from me. Like one week could be a win, next week could be a 15th. So not the perfect season from myself, but there's been a fair amount of bad luck and some sketchy tactics. But no, it's been definitely fun. So no, I got no dramas.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting comments. Because the question is have you learned anything? Do you think next season? Like I said, we don't know what's going on. People may leave. People may join. We don't know. F125 does look very, very good. It's got a Rasian review. Everyone's very happy about the game. Obviously, they've got the first update coming out tomorrow. So what do you think are the things you need to improve in to close out a championship for next season?
I don't think I did much wrong, if I'm being honest, on my own part. There was a few little mistakes, but no races where it was like, me completely just having no pace. I think I was always relatively up there. But, I don't know if there's all that much I can do. I know in, for example, Miami, that was on for a win and then got spun into the wall on the second last lap. And there goes a win to like 10th or something. Mm-hmm. And Dale ended up winning. Like, there's not much I can do in that situation. The other driver copped a pen and, it's annoying to have to come back on that because, as much you could give out the biggest penalty you want, but that doesn't change the end result, which is Dale getting a win, which he's done very well. He's always up there, even if he's a bit slower than myself. He's always puts his car in the right spot, and I think that's where he's won it. No DNFs. He's showed up, I think, almost every week, if not all of them. So hats off to him. He's done well. But no, I don't think I can do much better from myself.
Obviously, different dynamics.
Luck, I think next time.
Different dynamics on a new game, though. Obviously, can make it a lot more difficult.
Oh, I don't think I'll be there next season. I'm doing a few new assists, so I'm pretty off the pace. I don't know. I could be Div 1 pace. I could be Div 5 pace. I don't know. I haven't done enough practice to be able to give an answer, really.
Okay. All good. Well, from everyone at Rush, it's been an absolute privilege to have the battle, and obviously have you on track. Obviously, I remember when you were racing in Division 1 for Ferrari, and things changed very quickly. You went down to Div 2 and started to get the results in, which was really good to see. We love the rivalries. We do love the rivalries in the championship fights that you're taking with Bivs. You probably go back and say, "Did Singapore hurt me that I didn't do that race because it was a sprint?"
Right.
That.
I mean, if we're going off Singapore, I don't think it's not my best track. I don't think I would have won or beaten Dale. I reckon at best it would have got me a few points closer, like 10 or 15 maybe. So
Yeah, but attendance.
I don't think it would have won.
Attendance is the key.
I think Mexico hurt being taken out really, but hey, if that's the way the team want to race, put their second driver, then not my call. All good.
Well,
But yeah, no, I'm not too upset. Winning the overalls,
we'll
that's
see what
always a
happens.
bonus.
Yeah, it is. We'll see what happens with the stewards. But yeah,
there's not much to do really. Can't go back in time.
Oh, they'll deal with what they got to do, and yeah, it is a shame if the way it's gone that way. It is a shame, but end of the day, it's racing. Some drivers are going to do as much as they can to stop you from trying to win, if within reason. Obviously, that's one thing that we want to keep clear. But yeah, the main thing is it's been a great battle with you and Bevs along the way. I do believe that sometimes some of those races that people do miss can change the dynamics of a championship very quickly, because you never know. So, but yeah, it is what it is. You've taken out the win in Qatar. It'll be interesting to see what happens next season if you come back with redemption and fight against Bevs. We'll have to wait and see. But no, thank you very much for the entertainment and for the buttoning. And and congratulations, obviously, for finishing on a high in Qatar. Have a great break and start cooking in 25.
Yeah, cheers, boys. It was a fun season till the end. So yeah, GG's. I might see you next season, might not.
Okay.
Don't know yet.
All good. Thanks, Yuki. Okay, right. The last interview of the night. Well, it's actually 2 interviews of the night. We are going to take it away with the man that has taken out the championship, Mr. Dale Bevs. Couldn't really congratulate you on the second race, but obviously Qatar didn't go to plan, got that penalty, stayed on the mediums, and it was just trying to probably survive till the end. How did you find Qatar?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed Qatar. I had to battle my way through because I got held up fairly terribly from MJ after his 10-second wing change. So I basically copped 18-second sort of pit stop penalty despite being not involved in whatever happened up front. So battling back from the back was a bit of a challenge, especially with some of the battling going on. I think overall I was on the right strategy, but I think with how the pit stop played out, it didn't really work in my favour.
Yeah, it was a bit of a different race compared to Mexico, and obviously, we'll just quick talk to you about the season in itself. You were at this position before with Kalki last season. You've got obviously a lot across the line. You've kept consistent, and like no LPs, no really any penalties against you, which is pretty good. How have you found the season in yourself? Do you think that you've improved from last season to this season? The way you've actually, you've become victorious. You are a Division 2 world champion. So how do you think that compares to last season? Do you think you've changed anything?
I don't think I've gotten any quicker. I think my consistency was there for the entire season rather than periods. I think I was definitely not the fastest guy on track. I think I was obviously up there, but Yuki, Shifty, MJ, Aiden, Lamb during quali, but he was having a shocker pretty much from Singapore with connections and things. JDI was getting quicker, or JF7 was getting quicker every week. All the boys in Div 2 were just getting faster each week. So just place like Yuki said, place my car in the right spot and obviously getting lucky at times. It seemed to work out.
And how much have you enjoyed that battle with Yuki Bear in the championship?
Yeah, it's been fun. I feel like we've pushed each other to have like our best sort of results. Obviously, Yuki ended up with 7 wins out of 20, so I mean, definitely the guy to beat. So I think my consistency was the only thing that kept me there and not missing around. So, which is always a good thing.
He's made a massive comment regarding Mexico, regarding your teammate Roller. Do you have anything to? I know you're probably not going to say anything on this, but the season's done now. Obviously, pending results and pending penalties. Do you have anything to say on that? You're in comms with your teammate. Do you know what your teammate was
No,
going to do?
I've watched the clip back. I've seen the perspective from at least MJ, not from Yuki. But Yuki was rather slow on at least at the end of lap 23. So when we went for the move on 24, it did seem quite aggressive. I feel like there was a bit of wheel banging. Obviously, the stewards can have a chat about it, but regardless of how that result ended up, even if Yuki finished second, I finished third. The way that we sort of were on track, sort of best case scenario, even with his result in Qatar and my ninth, I think I still end up winning the championship. So, say what you will about an embarrassing championship or a way to win an embarrassing championship, the results stayed the same regardless of which way you look at that incident.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting to hear, and obviously we'll wait and see what the stewards say. Bevs, mate, I'm pretty happy for you, mate. Obviously, last season it was Shane. Kelky just ran away with it at the final hurdle. You two have taken it, right to the last two races, which is always good to see. It's always good to see a championship battle, and you know that from past experience. Anything you're going to take into F1 25 that you've learnt from 24?
Yeah, remove the 4 and hopefully have a better game.
I love it, mate. I love it. We probably won't see you much because I know that you're on holiday. I think you're going away for Europe, so have an amazing time. And it'd be great to obviously see you back on grid when you obviously do finish your trip. Do you have any shout-outs before we close it off with you, mate?
Yeah, obviously, my teammate MJ, I feel like we were fairly dominant in at least the constructors. Thunder and Panic for jumping on engineering most races. Even going back to the boys that started the season that have left McLaren, all of them still chat to. So they all deserve a big shout out. But yeah, it was all good fun, especially the Div 2 boys. I know they got a bit spicy in the chat from time to time, but I feel like that was just because it was a fairly competitive championship, but for the most part, I think we're all just having a bit of fun. So I think the chat got a bit out of control at times, but we were all just competitive. We wanted to win, so shout out to all them because yeah, they obviously pushed us all to have good results.
Okay. And another thing, have you enjoyed this season? Have you enjoyed the season compared to last season? The difference between the two?
Obviously, there's differences to both seasons. They both have pros, both have cons. I think that it's good. Both seasons were good. Obviously, this season just had a better result. So
yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, I wish you all the best, Bevs. Congratulations, mate. You are the Division 2 World Champion. And obviously we'll get that everything sorted for you. We'll get the trophy sent over to you. Just let me know when, because I don't want to send it when you're away, because it'll take ages to obviously wait until you get it back. But no, congratulations, mate. Thank you very much for this season. It's been a pleasure having you on track. And yeah, we look forward to seeing what you can do next season on 25 in season 9.
Cheers, Australia. Have a good one, mate.
You too, mate. All right, well, we will be talking to one more person before we close it out. And that is the man that, he dealt with all the drama in the McLaren team. Thunderballs, what a night. Obviously, you're champion in Division 2 for Bevs, and I think also for champion in the, hang on 2 seconds, for the constructors as well. First of all, give us a bit of an insight into the two races of Mexico and Qatar.
Boys did well in Mexico. No doubt about that. This strat was working pretty well, to be honest. the idea was to get around Yuki and just try and clinch the championship for Bev. Bev's going into the final race, which he managed to do that. There was a double pass, and I know the incident that's been spoken about a lot in both these post-race interviews. I think in the heat of the moment, it looks one way. Perhaps during replay, it might look another way. I don't really want to comment on it too much. I don't like talking about controversy and things like that, and I think it'll be best left up to the stewards to decide. But I can honestly say there was no malice in it from the quote unquote second McLaren driver or MJ Rolla. There was no plan or anything along those lines. It's just one of those things. In my opinion, F124 is what it is, and the damage contact model is pretty crap. And with what happened tonight, it'll show in the replays and the tickets when they come through, I'm sure. But yeah, there was no ill will or anything like that, and that's 100% not how you want to win a championship. Full stop. End of story. But as you heard a minute ago, Bevs did the math, and whether that incident took place or not, it didn't matter. He won it tonight, so that's good up to Bevs. And great season from him all around. He was there for the boys when anyone needed some help and support and guidance through a track. Rolla has seriously put in a lot of work over the last 4 weeks or so with our practice sessions and everything else to try and hone his times in and bring pace up, which has been really good. And they've been a strong powerhouse team all year long, all season long for McLaren, bringing in over 500 points. And that's definitely the lion's share when it comes to our constructor points in the overalls. And they've done really, really well. Moving on to Qatar. Oh, what a interesting race, we'll say. What happens there was interesting. I think it was a little bit of payback, but at the same time, like, the safety car hit, you got to slow down for your delta. It was horrible timing for what happened. To be honest, it really put a damper.
Because I was on Aiden's radar at the time, and I think I missed it. Because then all of a sudden I saw the safety car was out, and I was like, "Well, what's going on?" Because we saw Lamb go into the wall after the safety car restart, unfortunately. So what actually happened on that? Because we were on board with Aiden's radar. So
so I don't know exactly what happened that caused the safety car there. I think JDI got some contact somewhere because he was the first one in the pits when the safety car came out. So I don't really know what happened or what brought about the safety car. I just saw on the stream, if you watch it, about 11 o'clock, some smoke happens and then a wing flies and some choice words were said in the voice chat that you can't really say on stream here in Twitch. And then, he's got to replace a wing. He's got a 10-second penalty. Rolla does. The unfortunate side effect was, as you heard Bevs in his interview, that basically gave him a 18-second penalty because he was second in line behind MJ. Obviously, 2 cars, and double stacked for the safety car, and that sucked. But in the end, still came out on top overall for the championship. And don't really know what happened with MJ, but yeah, it was a bit hectic. And just want to say, congratulations to Bevs on the championship and Yuki for P2. And I believe with AIDS drives tonight, I think he jumps up to P3.
Yes.
So that was a hell of a drive from him tonight. And that definitely needs to be commended because the pace that he showed, he was unstoppable in Mexico with all the battles going on between P2 to P6. And, he had a really good drive in Qatar. So that should be commended as well. And he had really great drives tonight. And he grabbed P3 from Shifty and MJ on that. So good job to him.
No, definitely. Obviously, Aiden is one of the ones I think that only wants to stay on the game, and everyone else wants to leave. So yeah, that's right. That's the season done, and just going to go over that quickly. Obviously, your record, as in McLaren and in the constructors, with a pure dominance between these two of Bevs and Roller. Obviously, 6P1s. Obviously, P2, 4, and 5 P3. So they've been consistent throughout the board with 535 points, and that's not even including obviously Qatar because that hasn't updated. So in regards to TP and you know, if they were both at the same end and it was 1 point between the two, like it wouldn't matter. Would you say they're just as good as each other in just certain different elements on track?
That's an interesting question. They bring the best out in each other. They they really drive each other to be better understanding of what to do, when to do, how to do, and I think that's one thing that really shows. And yeah, just they're a great duo. Like as far as engineering, I mean, you know, I've been in the engineering books every single race except for when I was away, and you know, they're probably one of the most cohesive teams as far as a duo driver goes, and the way they communicate with each other is very clear, concise, and the way they handle things. It shows good teamwork, and that's really what you want as far as a team goes, in my opinion.
Awesome.
You don't want people having a disdain for each other or dislike or a disagreement. Then you've got to quell that inside the garage, which kind of sucks. But for the most part, like I'd say 100% of the time, they just got along like, you know, good mates. And that's really what it was at the end of the season. Like been through a lot. They've got their own challenges coming up in the future, and you know, wish them well.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's been an interesting season. Obviously, battles and rivalries and a bit of drama as well. You can't have a bit of drama without F1. But no, and Thunder, you've been at the front of it. Marzi was at the front of it at the beginning, and then you were at the front of it at the end. What do you think Bevs needs to do moving forward, even if he doesn't race next season or goes as a reserve? What do you think he needs to do in F125 to up his game to go into that Division 1 and go up against those guys?
Work less, study less, put more time into the game. No, that's it, man. You know, he's got career aspirations and things like that, and you know, you've heard me in interviews say life is more important than this, and you know, some people, you know, they put time and dedicate a ton of time into it, and you know, Bevs has a life. You know, he's got a partner, he's got aspirations in his career, he wants to travel the world, and you know, that kind of takes precedence over doing, you know, video games, and so he's a very well-rounded driver. If he does decide to drive full time, for anyone, I'm sure he's a great pickup for whoever picks him up. To be honest, he's knowledgeable, he's patient on track, he knows when to push, when to pull back. He knows how to position his car. He knows how to tell his teammate where to position his car. He knows how. He's almost a really, just to say, a good captain. And I think that that's a really good way to summarize him. Does he have Div 1 pace? Probably he could, if he just, you know, put his mind to it and dedicated more time. But like I said, he's got stuff he wants to do outside of playing a video game, and you know, that stuff's more important. So I don't really know what to say for him to improve to that pace, but you know, does he really want to? And in the end of the day, you still want to have fun. You know, you don't want it to be stressful.
No, definitely not. And he's actually a great teammate as well. I've been his teammate. He's a fun guy to be in. we've had some fun times in the comms box together as teammates back in the day. So no, congratulations to Bevs and to obviously your team in Division 2 for taking out the constructors double title. That's always good to go. I think it might be the double. I think he won it last year as well. So I'll have to just double check that. Let me up. I'm going to just double check while I'm on stream. 2 seconds. Bear with me because I'm going to have the information straight in front of me. So, yes, constructors 2 times in two double. You got it last season in Division 2, and you've got it this season as well. Yeah. So you like the constructors, but no, congratulations, Bevs, to Bevs and to Roller and to yourself and to the whole team. Do you have any big shout outs? Because obviously it's not over. There's Division 5 tomorrow night. There's Division 3 obviously on Wednesday, and obviously you are fighting for a championship on Tuesday.
It's gone.
Nah, it's never gone, mate.
That's gone.
Never gone. So yeah, anything you want to talk about regarding that, or are you just concentrating and doing the best you can and just gonna have fun on the last?
We'll focus. Tonight's about Div 2 and Div 4, but as far as shout outs go, Div 2 races were heaps fun. The drivers in there are some of the most competitive that you could watch. To be honest, and that was a really tight grid. Like we were commenting after quali, I think P1 to P12 was like 2/10 or 3/10, something like that, which is just insane. Everybody's super competitive. It did get a little bit spicy at times and whatnot, but without passion, you don't get spicy. So it's good to see that everybody cares. As far as shout outs go, everybody in the McLaren garage, past and present for sure. It's my first time sim racing and being a TP, so it's been an experience. And without them, I certainly wouldn't be able to do it. And I appreciate their support all along the way. And it's been good.
Awesome. Well, we're going to close it out there, Thunderballs, mate. Congratulations on your team for taking out the constructors in Division 2. And also having a champion in Dale Bevs for Division 2 as well. And we wish you all the best for the remainder of the last 3 races, which is Division 5 tomorrow, the double hitter. And then on Tuesday, your opportunity to clinch your first championship and the first ever championship in Division 6. We have got a nice little graphic ready for you guys on that day. And then the last one to close it out in F1 24 is on Wednesday night. And then we'll be back next week with the awards night. So thank you very, very much to everyone. And thank you very much to you, Thunder, for all your hard work and that you have done. And congratulations on the 2 wins tonight.
Thanks a lot, mate. You have a good night.
Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Done and dusted. We have another champion, and it is Dale Bevs. Takes out Division 2 World Champion. Didn't take it last season. Fell a little bit too short. Kalki took the win, but he's finally got that, and he's deserved it. He's been consistent. He's kept it clean. He's kept it safe, but he, like Thunderballs has said, he's made the right times and the right maneuvers when it has been right. But there has been some outstanding performances in Division 2, and just going to let you know, 10 different winners all season. It has been a fantastic season, a very, very tough season, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a heads up on who has won these races this season. So Monza was Sem, Dark and Shadow was Hungary, Las Vegas was Inc. Bahrain was Yuki. Then he took Spa as well. Portimao was MJ. Yuki then came back and took Zandvoort. Then Yas Marino was Bevs, and Melbourne in Australia and Miami. He took all 3 there. Massive points there. Then Plugger took Baku out from Division 3, driving up. Then Spielberg went back to Yuki. Then he took Austin at the same time. Singapore then came round and Bevs took that. Into Lagos, then Yuki took that. Then MJ Roller took Suzuka. Then Silverstone was Limitless. And then Jeddah and Mexico was Aiden is Raiden. And then Qatar was Yuki Bear. So they are all your winners in Division 2. It's been an absolute privilege and a pleasure to commentate these races with you. Bigger shout out to all of the comms in Division 2, especially to the main man that unfortunately has had serious problems with F124 and has not been able to facilitate and come back and commentate, unfortunately, on this game, but will be back in 25. Is Rekus. He shows a lot of commitment and a lot of passion, and it's been great to have him on board. Thank you ever so much to everyone in Division 2, the Division 2 stewards, the Division 2 drivers, the Division 2 reserves, and also the Division 3 reserves and full-timers as well, jumping into Division 2. It's been a fantastic season. Congratulations to the runners-up of Bevs for winning the championship, Yuki Bear for the runner-up, and in third position, Aiden is Raven, who definitely deserves a big round of applause. It's been a phenomenal season for him, and he's going to be one to watch out for next season. And thank you very much to you guys as well for jumping in and supporting the streams every week, and and jumping on the Discord and socials and everything. And to all of our sponsors as well, AI369, feel free to check them out, Pagni and SimLab, and Speed Nation. All of those guys, please check them out and get amongst it and show them some support. F125 is upon us, not very long away. Division 2 season is done and dusted. That is it. You are free to delete the game, snap the game, whatever you need to do, unless you're not playing it again, or unless you're a Division 3 driver and you've got one more race to go or two more races to go. We will see you all next season for Season 9. Congratulations to everyone once again. And up next, Division 5. See you soon. Good night.